creating a to-do list that is dynamic and can adjust to meet your needs is key to helping you keep on track and be productive. It doesn't matter so much where you create your list, it's that you use it. In today's video, I'll get into how I create a dynamic to-do list using Notion that will help you be more productive. Hi everybody, I'm Brandon Gustafson. I own and operate 2 assisted living facilities, and I created this channel to help people just like you learn the ins and outs of investing in assisted living. Welcome to Assisted Living Investing. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In our last video, we talked about how to create a basic to-do list in Notion. Today, we're going to get into how to create a more advanced to-do list in Notion and why it's important for you to understand how you can do that and how it's important for you to understand how to create advanced to-do lists that just make your life a lot easier as you're trying to get things done and be productive in acquiring an assisted living facility, starting a new business, whatever it is that you need to do. Creating to-do lists is really going to help you stay on task and help you get those things done. So we're going to get into that in today's video. First off, the big question: why would you want an advanced to-do list? The basic to-do list that we talked about in the last video, it's great to get you started. It can help you get your thoughts out of your mind and onto paper and help you start being productive and start getting things done. But you're probably going to get to a spot where you want something that's just a little more dynamic, that's going to be able to handle everything that you need to throw at it. And with an advanced to-do list in Notion, you'll be able to use things like check boxes or filters that automatically take that work off of your list by just clicking one button and it's gone. You don't have to have an archive, you don't have to fix it or anything like that. You just click one thing and it goes away. It's off your to-do list. And it's really kind of a cool accomplishment feeling when you get that thing done and taken off your to-do list. So that's another really good rewarding thing for your mind, to just have something go boom, take off the to-do list, and now you're feeling productive because you got something done. I'll tell you, I've had days where I had a huge to-do list, and at the end of it, when I get my to-do list done, I feel awesome. I feel incredible. I'm so happy to have been so productive. And sometimes it's little things, and doing those things can snowball you into getting something big done. And sometimes it's big chunks and it takes a lot of work. But either way, it's something that is exciting and something that is going to just help you mentally to get it done. And the way that I'm going to teach you how to create this advanced to-do list, it's also extremely easy to just bump it back to the next day. So it goes off of your to-do list for today, but it's still there so you can work on it again in the future. So you still kind of get that little bit of a hit, that dopamine hit that makes you feel like you're being productive and cleaning up your to-do list and getting things done. It's a good way. We talked about this in the bullet journaling video with migrating your tasks forward or backwards or things like that. The way that I set up my to-do list in Notion, I'll let you do something very similar to that. So I'm excited to show you kind of how you do that. You can use due dates as well as you're doing this, to get filters in there that really help you put things on a specific day and keep you on task. So with all of that said, let's get into the tutorial for today's video on how to create an advanced to-do list in Notion. Now we're in Notion. We're going to do our tutorial on how you can create this advanced to-do list. And I apologize if my camera shakes a little bit. The screen for you on the tutorial should not, but I've got quite the setup here for my videos, and so I'm on a not super stable platform. So just excuse my face if it moves around a little bit as I'm going through this. So the first thing we want to do is, you're in Notion, you've logged in. I'm actually in the same spot where we created that basic to-do list. And so I've created this page, and it's called to-do list. I'm just going to keep that name in there for now, but you could adjust it to whatever you need it to be, whether it's an advanced to-do list or even if you're just in a different page. So I have one that I call council time, and that's where I kind of put all of my stuff, and it's where I do all of my things. And you can create what's called an inline database, and so it makes it basically a table inside of your page. And that's actually what we're going to do today, so you can kind of learn what that process is like. So you've opened your new page, you're on here. Let's just go right here. We'll just call this one empty. We'll just open an empty thing. So you have up here, it says type the / for command. So we're going to go ahead and type that. And then what I want you to do is just type in table. and it's going to give you a few options here. So this is like a basic table, like legitimately just a grid that you can put on there. It doesn't have any filters or anything like that. It's just something so you can organize the way that you have things looking in your Notion there. Then the other options here are the table database inline, and then there's a table database full page. So the full page one is going to open up a brand new page, is going to throw everything in there for you on the table. The inline one is what we want to do, and that is going to create a database right here inside of Notion. And I'm actually going to come up here into this menu over here, and I'm going to click an icon that says full width. So what that does is it just took everything and it expanded it out into the entire page that I'm looking at in Notion rather than just kind of centering it. So it gives you a little bit more screen real estate to work with, which for me is quite helpful. Okay, so now that you have created this inline database, just go ahead and create a title here, and we're just going to call this to-do list for now. You can adjust this to what you need it to be. And then these parts right here are the different fields that you have. So we're going to click in there, and it's going to give you an option to change the name of that field. So we're going to call this one task. You'll notice down here there's a few options for how you could adjust things a little bit. We're just going to call that task for now. And then right here in this one that says tags, we're actually going to change this one to be called due date. And change this, and right here you've got this property type. So this is going to say I want it to be a different thing. Right now it's a multi-select, but I want it to be a date. So I'm going to find the date one right there. And then my next one, I'm going to create a new field. So I just click that plus button, and this one I'm going to put done on here. Did I get it done or not? My property type, I'm going to put a checkbox in here. Okay. And now I've got this pretty dynamic to-do list going, and I can create all kinds of different things in here. I'll get into that here in just a second, but I just want to get these three up here. So I got the name of the task, the date that it's due, and if I've completed it, right? All right, so in here, now that you've got your three fields here, you can also add a few others. So I have several, actually. I've added things for like the time of day, so if it's AM, PM, and I'll link up above the video that I did on matrix planning. It's really helpful to be able to do that and kind of coordinate this with your matrix planning and say, yep, this is a task that's going to get done in the morning or the afternoon or the evening. And so I'll link that up above. So you can go ahead and watch that video on matrix planning and how I go about doing matrix planning. Also, you could put, I have something in there, is this a meeting or is it a task? So that I can create some filters based off of that. How important is it? High, medium, low, and then kind of the area of my life that I am working in. Is it my full-time job? Is it YouTube? Is it the facilities that I have? Is it something for my family? It's letting me kind of really slice and dice things, and then you can create custom lists and different things like that, which I have done in mine. My Notion itself is quite robust and has a lot of different filters and different views and things like that. But this is how you get started. You start building it out right here, creating a few different fields that let you do that. So how you would do, let's just say you want to do time of day one. You could go in here, do time of day, and we're going to have this be a, we want it to be a select right here. So multi-select lets you put in a couple of pills is what they look like. And then a select just lets you choose one. So we're just going to do time of day, and then I'll put AM, I'll put PM, and I'll put evening, like that. And so now I get this drop down and I want, no, this is in the afternoon, this one's going to be in the morning, this one's going to be in the evening, like that. Okay, so you can create some of those. And then let's say you have one in here that you want to call, let's just call it area of my life. And right here, I would just put multi-select, and let's just call this family. Let's do one for job, and let's do one for personal. Okay, you can put whatever you want in there. And the other cool thing about this is if you come down in here, you can click on this and you can change the color of that pill. So let's say I want my family to be pink because I live in a house full of girls. So everything is pink right there. And if you are like, oh, how did I get to that? You just click on there, and you could do it here with AM, PM. So AM, let's say it's yellow because it's really bright. PM is going to be, I don't know what color PM. Let's just call it blue. And then evening, we'll just keep it at red. So you can adjust those colors and things like that really easily in here. The basic thing that I want you to have, though, is the task name, the due date, and if it's complete or not. We're going to get into now kind of how you can keep these things clean, right? So that you can really focus on what you need to do. So now that you've added all of these fields in here, let's just add a couple of tasks. Let's just say brush teeth, and let's see, lunch with girls, and meeting for facility. And then if I'm here at the bottom and I click enter, oh, it didn't do it. If I go just down here, it's going to open up another one, and I'm going to just say work meeting. Okay. Really high level generic things on here. So obviously, oops, let's see, this one is going to be personal. So I'm going to take off the family and the job. This is a family thing. And then this is going to be a job one, and this is going to be a job one. So this one I would probably actually do like, I'll just say facility. So I have it in here. Oops, I didn't hit enter. Facility, like that. And I like to color code things actually, and this just did it for me. So like work things are going to be kind of the same color there. And let's see, I'm going to brush my teeth in the afternoon for some reason. I'm going to actually, let's change that over to the morning. And then my meeting at the facility, it was in the afternoon, and then my work meeting was in the morning. Okay. So I can just go ahead and add a bunch of those things. And then my brush teeth, I'm going to do it so you can see what the date is today on here. But I'll just like click today on there. Lunch with the girls is going to be tomorrow. My meeting for the facility is going to be next Monday. And my work meeting, because it's Christmas at the time of the filming of this, is actually going to be on the 29th. Okay. And so now what I do, if I click on done on here, it's going to keep it in here, right? But let's go ahead and create a few filters. So up here, this is how you kind of keep this clean. You click on this dot menu right here, and you're going to click filter. And we're going to add a filter. And we want this to just be today's to-do list. So what you're going to do in here is click into where it says where, and I'm going to adjust this, and we're going to say due date is today. So boom, it just filtered all those things. Those things are still there. They're still going to pop up when the date changes, but they are hidden from me right now. And you can create different filtered views to say what's happening tomorrow. So these are some of the options in here. Tomorrow, yesterday, 1 week ago, 1 week from now, a month ago, a month from now. You can do exact dates. So you can really get something robust. So I actually do something where I do a past due, so something that is in the past, something that is today, something that is tomorrow, and then I have views for like the next week. And that helps me kind of do things as I do my weekly planning sessions. It helps me stay on top of things. And then the other thing we want to do is add a filter, and we're going to say, and the done is not marked as a check mark. Okay, so we want all of the things that are not yet complete. So now what I've got is this to-do list. This is a to-do list specifically for today. All I got to do is brush my teeth, and I'm good for the day. I just brushed my teeth. I'm going to click done, and it takes it off my to-do list, and now it's gone. Let's say I want to see, verify that those things are on there. I'm actually just going to click this. I'm going to duplicate it, and it's going to create this exact same database right here below it. This is how you can create different views of that database. I'm just going to click over here into the filter, and I'm going to drop, we could change this one to tomorrow, and if we check something on there, so that's why it's not popping up, but lunch with the girls is on there and it was done. So if I take it off, then it's there. Or if I just want to say, you know what, I want to remove all of that criteria, now I can see here's my complete to-do list. Everything is on there. It's in that database. It exists. Everything is there, and everything's good to go. So that's how you can kind of look at it and validate it. But that's how you keep it clean. You create this this database, this really that's what it is. For those of you that work with data, you're like, oh, this is pretty cool. For those of you that don't work with data, your mind is probably getting blown right now. But it's really a really cool tool that you can use here in Notion to help you stay effective with the things that you need to get done. So as you can see, as you're kind of working through this and watching what I did there and just all the different filters and things that you can add in here, really the sky is the limit. You're able to kind of create something that's dynamic, that fits your needs, can create all kinds of different fields, all kinds of different filters. You can do sorting. There's a lot that you can do with this little database. And there's going to be a ton of tools that will help you through the process as you're trying to figure out how you want to set this up for your own Notion and how you want to use it to do your own planning sessions. So I just highly encourage you to use a tool. It doesn't need to be this. It doesn't need to, you could use, there's a ton of applications out there. It doesn't matter what you use. What you got to do is just get started and do it. And that's how you're going to be productive. So I hope that was a helpful tutorial for you and gave you an idea of how you can start using Notion to create something that is just dynamic and it's going to really help you be productive in the work that you're doing. And just staying on top of it, creating those to-do lists, checking things off, getting it out of your inbox, and helping you be productive. In our next video, we're going to get into where you can find some resources for Notion. I've gone through some of the more basic things and how you can get started. And I've talked to several people about Notion, and they absolutely love it. And my channel is not a channel about creating things in Notion. I'm happy to create more videos, so comment down below if you'd like more of those, and smash the like button for this video if you enjoyed it and want more content like this. But my purpose is to give you tools so that you can be a productive business owner. And I think what I've been able to do for you here in creating some basic things in Notion is going to get you there. But if you want more, I'm going to give you a few resources in the next video that are going to help you kind of get through and start really building something that's robust and something that you can create for yourself. That's what's really cool about Notion is you can customize it to exactly how you want it to be. So we'll get into that a little bit in our next video. If you'd like to learn more about investing in assisted living investing, make sure you visit me on assistedlivinginvesting.net for other content. I've got free resources up there. You can set up a consulting call with me. I'd love to have a conversation with you, and make sure you follow me on my other social media platforms. And remember, it doesn't take a lot, just a little bit. Just keep going, keep making progress step by step by step. If you are consistent, you will be successful. I promise you can do this. Thanks for watching and have a great day.